So we're nice and compact on the road. I take 3 tines off the left hand side and 2 off on the right hand side, and that basically gives me all the width that is handy then. But you can obviously take even more tines off. So in the 2 years plus that we've had it, I've broken no tines at all. The only damage I've done is that I followed the mower, which had been going too wide, and I hit a tree root, and that bent a tine arm, and we put it on the press, strained it as best we could, and it's been okay. Another issue I've had is with the guards and the latch that locks it into place. It's totally my fault, but when it's working, the guards need to be down, and if they're not down, they vibrate too much, and the locking latch breaks off, and I've had to weld both of them on. So I've learnt my lesson with that one. So very quick just to put the tine arm back in, just line it up with the notch, slide it in, and then put the clip over and snap it off. So we're back into work mode, and it probably only took about 2 minutes. So one of the most important things is to, when you're running this, is don't run the rotor too fast. It doesn't want to be, I think it's about 350, it's got it stamped on the headstock somewhere, but don't run the rotor too fast, or you have too much energy in it and you'll snap the tine arms off. And also don't have too much forward speed, because again, you have too much energy when you hit something, those tine arms will snap off. But I've not had any on this one in 2 years plus. It's usually a bad operator's causing tine arms to go, or just pure fatigue on an old machine. This is a field of hay I've just run out of time on. The weather's gone against me, so just going to bale it up and feed it straight to yarded cattle. I had one of these before, and I traded that one in for this new one. The reason I went for a Claas again, I just thought it was worth the extra money because of the build quality. There's a lot more meat in the build of these than the cheap and cheerful ones. It'll last years. So I'm putting the 5 6-foot rows into one. So my work rate, I reckon, in a good sized field, good conditions, probably is only going to be about that sort of 6-7 acres an hour. But you know, it's enough. So one of the big advantages of the single rotor rake is that you can put multiple rows into one. So in light crops I put maybe 7 rows into one, so you can make a nice bale, or just keep the contractor happy with a nice row so he cracks on. It's definitely slow work, but if you've got like a 2-row or 4-rotor rake, you're fixed on what you're going to do. But with a single rotor, you can just keep putting as many rows into one as you want to do by driving round opposite ways. So when you're setting it up, one of the most obvious things to do is to make sure that you're sweeping it nice and clean. But another thing is open the back window of the tractor and just make sure the tines aren't scraping the ground too hard, but are cleaning it up nicely. The reason I went for a Claas again is I just thought it was worth the extra money because of the build quality. There's a lot more meat in the build. It'll last years.